You won't believe the drama unfolding around Lori Harvey, Steve Harvey, Diddy, and even Future. From Hollywood royalty to public humiliation, this story has it all: betrayal, dating scandals, and family secrets exposed. First, let's talk Michael B. Jordan. Lori's ex just won an Oscar, and the internet immediately dragged her for fumbling the bag. But the plot thickens because this isn't just about MBJ. Old footage of Katt resurfaced, dragging Steve Harvey for allegedly coaching his daughter on how to chase high-value men. And then there's Future. Yes, the same Future who humiliated Lori in song lyrics, even calling out Steve Harvey. Lori tried to move on with Michael, but social media never let her forget her past. And then, Diddy enters the picture. Rumors swirl about Lori getting close to him months after Kim Porter's passing, traveling to Italy, and even allegedly having Steve Harvey's blessing. Some fans claim there was a girlfriend contract involved, orchestrated by Steve himself. Add in whispers about past encounters with Diddy's son, and you've got a Hollywood dating scandal that reads like a thriller. Who is really controlling Lori's love life, her or the industry around her? How much of this is personal choice and how much is legacy and strategy? In this video, we're breaking down every shocking twist, every resurfaced clip, and every allegation, leaving no stone unturned. By the end, you'll have a full picture of why the internet is dragging Lori Harvey, Steve Harvey, and Diddy all at once, and why this story is far from over. You won't believe the drama unfolding around Lori Harvey, Steve Harvey, Diddy, and even Future. From Hollywood royalty to public humiliation, this story has it all: betrayal, dating scandals, and family secrets exposed. First, let's talk Michael B. Jordan. Lori's ex just won an Oscar, and the internet immediately dragged her for fumbling the bag. But the plot thickens because this isn't just about MBJ. Old footage of Katt resurfaced, dragging Steve Harvey for allegedly coaching his daughter on how to chase high-value men. And then there's Future. Yes, the same Future who humiliated Lori in song lyrics, even calling out Steve Harvey. Lori tried to move on with Michael, but social media never let her forget her past. And then, Diddy enters the picture. Rumors swirl about Lori getting close to him months after Kim Porter's passing, traveling to Italy, and even allegedly having Steve Harvey's blessing. Some fans claim there was a girlfriend contract involved, orchestrated by Steve himself. Add in whispers about past encounters with Diddy's son, and you've got a Hollywood dating scandal that reads like a thriller. Who is really controlling Lori's love life, her or the industry around her? How much of this is personal choice and how much is legacy and strategy? In this video, we're breaking down every shocking twist, every resurfaced clip, and every allegation, leaving no stone unturned. By the end, you'll have a full picture of why the internet is dragging Lori Harvey, Steve Harvey, and Diddy all at once, and why this story is far from over. Let's start with Michael B. Jordan. Lori Harvey dated MBJ when she was 25 and he was 35, a full decade apart. At the time, he was ready to settle down, ready to put a ring on it, and the internet can't stop talking about it. People criticized Lori for walking away, accusing her of fumbling the bag. But here's the nuance: she was still young, figuring herself out and navigating Hollywood's chaotic dating scene. Yet, even in the midst of public scrutiny, Lori's past kept catching up to her. Enter Future. This is where things get messy. Future didn't just end their relationship quietly. He dragged Lori in his lyrics and even called out Steve Harvey. Lines like, "Tell Steve Harvey I don't want her," made headlines and humiliated Lori publicly. Suddenly, her stepdad's famous advice, "You're the prize," seemed almost ironic. Lori had been taught to value herself, but in real life, she was caught between high-profile men with complicated histories. But it doesn't stop there. Diddy enters, and things escalate even further. Rumors surfaced in early 2019 about Lori and Diddy getting close just months after Kim Porter's death. Social media exploded when they were seen attending a music festival in Miami together. Lori's reps denied romantic involvement, but the public wasn't convinced. They were also spotted at a strip club in Atlanta, reportedly Diddy making it rain all night. The optics were questionable, and people started connecting dots, speculating that Steve Harvey had some involvement in this. The controversy deepens when you consider Steve Harvey's reputation. Katt Williams resurfaced an old freestyle where he criticized Steve for allegedly coaching his daughter to pursue high-value men, implying that her dating choices were strategically influenced by her parents. This raises serious questions about the line between personal choice and parental influence. Did Lori pick these men out of love, or was there an industry lesson being enforced? Adding to the drama, Lori's dating history is layered. From Future's public disses to MBJ's Oscar triumph, and then to Diddy's alleged involvement, the narrative portrays a young woman navigating fame, family expectations, and personal growth. Fans on social media were divided. Some defended her, citing age and timing, while others criticized her choices, calling out patterns and perceived hypocrisy in her public statements about being the prize. Now, let's break down the Diddy situation. Lori reportedly became closer to Diddy after Kim Porter's passing. She had been friends with the family for years and allegedly provided emotional support during Diddy's grief. Sources claimed she made him happy, helped uplift him, and brought light to a dark time. But the timing raised eyebrows. People questioned why Diddy, grieving a close friend and former partner, was partying and publicly enjoying Lori's company so soon. Critics also highlighted the age gap. Lori was in her early 20s, Diddy in his 50s. Some rumors even allege a girlfriend contract, arranged by Steve Harvey himself. While there's no solid proof, these stories fueled speculation about parental involvement and control. Social media users questioned Steve's intentions, particularly because he reportedly knew Diddy when Lori was a child. That alone created discomfort for viewers and added layers to the narrative. Fans debated whether Steve was acting in his daughter's best interest or orchestrating a strategic connection with a high-profile figure in the entertainment world. Through all of this, Lori Harvey maintained. This saga also raises larger questions about Hollywood's dating culture, family influence, and the pressures of growing up in the public eye. How much freedom does someone like Lori Harvey truly have? Are high-profile relationships ever fully about personal connection, or are they part of a larger narrative dictated by image, status, or parental guidance? As we continue to analyze Lori Harvey's dating history, one thing is undeniable. Each chapter in her story generates headlines, fuels speculation, and sparks debates online. From Future's lyrical disses to MBJ's Oscar win, to Diddy's alleged involvement and Steve Harvey's guidance, every element feeds a story that is far more complex than it appears at first glance. In the next part, we'll dive into the Diddy chapter in Italy, the rumored girlfriend contract, and Katt Williams' resurfaced freestyle, unpacking what it all means for Lori, her parents, and the people around her. Stay tuned. We were left questioning how much control Lori Harvey really has over her dating life. Now, the story takes a whole new turn with the infamous Italy trip in 2019. Lori, Diddy, and her parents, Steve and Marjorie Harvey, reportedly flew to Italy for a family vacation that shocked social media. Pictures emerged showing Lori all over Diddy during dinner, laughing, holding hands, and clearly enjoying the attention of one of the most powerful men in the industry. The optics were wild. Here's a 22-year-old woman, her parents by her side, engaging in a highly visible, almost intimate, dynamic with a 50-year-old mogul. The public reaction was immediate. People were calling it inappropriate, creepy, even questioning Steve Harvey's role. Why would a father approve of such a scenario? Why would he allow his daughter to engage in what seemed like a very adult relationship with a man 3 decades her senior? And the timing made things even more intense. Diddy was still grieving the loss of Kim Porter, his longtime partner and mother of 3 of his children. So you had grief, glamour, and a young starlet thrown into the mix, all under the gaze of social media and the entertainment press. But that's only half the story. Rumors started swirling about what fans now call a girlfriend contract. Allegedly, Steve Harvey himself brokered this arrangement, setting terms for Lori and Diddy's relationship. While no physical document has been confirmed, insiders claim the arrangement outlined expectations for Lori as Diddy's companion, everything from public appearances to private support. Naturally, this raises massive ethical questions. Was Lori acting on her own desires, or was this orchestrated as part of a strategic alliance between families? And how much influence does fame, power, and legacy hold over young stars in Hollywood? Adding fuel to the fire, social media users resurfaced an old Katt Williams freestyle from years ago. In this clip, Katt directly called out Steve Harvey, warning the world about the dynamics of the industry and the way high-profile fathers can steer their daughters toward high-value men, often for strategic purposes. The clip went viral again, as fans tied it directly to Lori's dating life with Diddy. Katt's words were raw, unfiltered, and almost prophetic. He essentially predicted this exact scenario. Watching it now, you can see why people are starting to speculate that Lori's choices may have been influenced, if not guided, by her parents and their connections. Let's step back and consider Diddy's perspective. By this time, he had been friends with Lori's family for years. She had known him since childhood, had close ties to Kim Porter, and had attended family events. According to sources, Lori provided emotional support during Diddy's grieving process, helping him navigate one of the most difficult periods of his life. On the surface, this appears heartwarming, a young woman supporting a man who lost someone close to him. But juxtaposed with public displays in Italy, trips to strip clubs, and rumors of contractual obligations, it becomes complicated. Fans debated, was Lori helping out of genuine care, or was this part of an arrangement orchestrated behind the scenes? The public scrutiny didn't end there. Rumors also suggested a strange sequence of events involving Diddy's son, Justin Combs. While there's no confirmation that Lori dated Justin, they were spotted at the same events multiple times, prompting social media users to speculate. This made the narrative even more convoluted. Now the public is connecting Lori to a father-son duo, further fueling controversy and chatter online. Adding another layer to this story is Lori's own statements. In interviews, she vehemently denied dating both father and son, emphasizing that most rumors about her personal life were false. News even removed an interview from their official YouTube channel, leaving only snippets online. Some speculate this was part of a PR strategy to rewrite the narrative and downplay her involvement with Diddy. But despite denials, the social media trail, photos, videos, and public appearances tells a story that fans are not willing to forget. This brings us back to Katt Williams' freestyle. His warning about industry manipulation is eerily relevant. In his clip, he mocked Steve Harvey, saying that some fathers train their daughters to pursue powerful men in the industry, essentially grooming them for status and wealth. The resurfacing of this freestyle made viewers question whether Lori's high-profile relationships were entirely her choice, or whether they were subtly orchestrated by parental influence, legacy expectations, or industry pressures. Fans dissected every Instagram post, every trip, and every dinner. The theory of a girlfriend contract alone sparked debates online. Was this standard practice in Hollywood for young women connected to powerful families? Or did this cross ethical lines? The speculation got so intense that people began analyzing not just Lori's dating choices, but her parents' decisions, Diddy's intentions, and even the broader Hollywood culture surrounding legacy, wealth, and power. Let's pause for a second and think about the timeline. Lori dated Future before Diddy, and that relationship ended publicly with Future mocking her and even dissing Steve Harvey in his lyrics. Then came Michael B. Jordan, a highly acclaimed actor who wanted commitment and family. Lori walked away, and the internet criticized her for fumbling the bag. And now Diddy, months after Kim Porter's death, enters the scene, with public appearances and alleged private arrangements. The public started drawing conclusions about patterns in her dating life: chaos with Future, high-value ambition with MVEJ, and strategic connections with Diddy. Even more, the Italy trip included Marjorie Harvey, Lori's mother, who reportedly did not object to her daughter's relationship with Diddy. Social media exploded at the sight of family approval for such a controversial scenario. People questioned the morality of parents enabling or even facilitating high-profile relationships involving young adult daughters and much older men. The narrative Finally, the Katt Williams freestyle frames the story in a cautionary light. It warns that Hollywood fathers and mentors may influence young women's romantic choices in ways that aren't immediately apparent. The resurfacing of this clip, combined with Lori's dating history, Diddy's involvement, and Steve Harvey's presence, created a perfect storm for public debate. Fans dissect every move, tweet, and photo, generating conversations about morality, industry influence, and personal agency. The takeaway is clear. Lori Harvey's dating life is far from simple. From Future's public humiliation to Michael B. Jordan's romantic interest, and now Diddy's alleged involvement with parental oversight, the narrative is complex, layered, and highly scrutinized. The Italy trip, rumors of a girlfriend contract, and Katt Williams' resurfaced freestyle serve as a stark reminder of how fame, family, and industry dynamics intersect, often with dramatic results. Where we'll dive even deeper into public reactions, social media analysis, and what this all means for Lori Harvey's future relationships and public image. By this point, the story of Lori Harvey's dating life had reached its peak. Fans had dissected every detail: her relationships with Future, Michael B. Jordan, and Diddy, her parents' involvement, the alleged girlfriend contract, and Katt Williams' freestyle calling out Steve Harvey. The social media storm was relentless, and Lori's public image became a hot topic across platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Every post she made, every comment she liked, every photo she shared became fodder for debate. The fallout was immediate. Internet users questioned whether Lori's dating life was fully her choice or orchestrated by parental influence. Some labeled her an industry pawn, arguing that Steve and Marjorie Harvey had groomed her to pursue high-value men for strategic purposes. Others defended her autonomy, emphasizing that at 22 to 25, Lori had the right to make her own decisions, even if those decisions didn't align with public expectations. One of the biggest controversies centered around Michael B. Jordan. Fans compared his success to Future's chaos and Diddy's power, questioning why Lori walked away from Michael after he reportedly wanted to settle down. Memes circulated across Twitter. She had MBJ, Future, and Diddy on the line, and somehow fumbled the bag. Others criticized the public's obsession with her choices, pointing out that Lori was still young and exploring what she wanted in a partner. Some even argued that societal pressure unfairly scrutinizes women's dating decisions, especially those in the public eye. Meanwhile, Diddy's involvement remained controversial. The Italy trip, private dinners, and rumored girlfriend contract sparked heated debates. Critics questioned the age difference, parental approval, and timing after Kim Porter's death. Social media users dissected family photos, Instagram captions, and video clips, highlighting moments that seemed intimate or suggestive. Some argued that Lori's presence provided emotional support for Diddy during grief, while others claimed it blurred boundaries inappropriately. Then there's Katt Williams' freestyle. Its resurfacing added fuel to the fire, as fans drew direct parallels between his warnings and Lori's experiences. Williams' commentary about Hollywood fathers guiding their daughters toward high-value men seemed prophetic in retrospect, sparking debates about parental influence, grooming, and agency in elite circles. Clips of the freestyle went viral again, accumulating millions of views, likes, and comments. Fans dissected each line, claiming it predicted Lori's journey before it even happened. Public sentiment was divided. On one side, people criticized Lori for dating powerful men and allegedly following a pre-planned path. On the other, many defended her, emphasizing that her relationships were consensual and that she had the right to explore connections without judgment. Influencers, journalists, and YouTubers weighed in, creating an ongoing dialogue about ethics, autonomy, and Hollywood culture. The conversation often expanded beyond Lori herself to broader topics: the role of family and celebrity relationships, the pressure on young women in Hollywood, and the public's obsession with romantic narratives. Adding complexity, Lori's own statements blurred the lines. She consistently denied dating both Diddy and his son, asserting her independence and rejecting false narratives. News even removed interviews from YouTube, fueling speculation that a PR strategy was actively trying to rewrite the public's perception. Fans debated whether this was standard celebrity media management or an attempt to conceal key truths. Meanwhile, paparazzi photos and leaked videos contradicted some claims, keeping the controversy alive. Let's analyze the Steve Harvey effect. As a public figure, mentor, and father, Steve's involvement in Lori's dating life drew scrutiny. Some viewed him as a protective parent guiding his daughter toward stability and success, while others argued that approval of a relationship with Diddy crossed ethical boundaries. Katt Williams' freestyle amplified this criticism, framing the scenario as a cautionary tale about power, influence, and strategic relationships in the entertainment industry. The social media discourse wasn't limited to criticism. It also involved humor, memes, and viral commentary. TikTok users recreated moments from Italy, edited Future's diss tracks into relatable dating fails, and mocked public reactions. Instagram comment sections exploded with debates about morality, autonomy, and celebrity culture. Fans frequently revisited Michael B. Jordan's Oscar win and compared his trajectory to Lori's dating history, dissecting the timing, context, and outcomes of each relationship. The public also examined Lori's personal philosophy. She often repeated Steve Harvey's mantra, "You are the prize." Critics questioned whether her dating history aligned with this advice, pointing to her relationships with Future and Diddy as contradictory to the idea of preserving peace, values, and happiness. Supporters countered that being the prize